All right, we are in the 2023 Fall Major. It's in we're in the opening round in the rookie division. Of course, we got 5 hours left. I waited until the end. I thought I was going to be able to get some stuff yesterday, but it didn't work out. I didn't do much yesterday, but I wasn't around where I could play. So here we are at the last minute trying to get them in. So let's see what we got going. I played my 22 account earlier, and I have notes for this account. And that's the thing about if you're playing multiple accounts and multiple brackets. And shit, here I got 2 rookie accounts, one with upper developed clubs and one with lower, and you really have to have 2 complete note sets because different clubs, and you don't have, you do need 2 sets of. A lot of the adjustments are the same, but I don't have ball guide and all that stuff in the lower level account. So we'll see what we can do here. I am 1 away from the lowest that you can be. What my opponent here? 15 in the opening round. Nice. What did I shoot? I think I shot a 15 as well. And then I dropped hole number 2, which is okay because I dropped hole number 2 twice today. 3 times in a row I've dropped hole number 2, and the previous time I smoked the edge of it for a hole-in-one, and ever since then I haven't even hit I've been trying to do the rough bump, and I've missed the rough 3 times in a row. My teammate Kyle told me that on this one I overpowered it, and I went and looked at it, and that's possible, but these last 2, I have no idea. None. So let's get on it. Hole number 1, we have to get this hole. There's just no 2 ways around it. No 2 ways. Let's look at it. All right, just so I make sure that is the hole we're playing. And I'm going to bring out that bag right there. And a Titan. And I think I'm going to bring out a Kingmaker, because there is a... So we might be able to run past the hole. Hole number 1. I've been doing 20%, plus 20. All right, here we go. Take deep breaths. Here's the round. All right. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's go. Let's see if we can get her done. Hold on. All right, I'm back. The pizza man got here, so my wife took pity on me. I'm going to be cooking all weekend. I'm making tamales, and tamales are awesome to make when you've got a group full of people and everybody's got a project, and you got to have everything completed before you put them together. And then you still got to go through the cooking process, but it takes quite a bit of time to get to the point where you can put them all together. Everything's got to come together at the same time. So when you're doing it by yourself, it's an all day, possibly an all weekend process. I'm going to try and make, last time I made 48, and I think this time I'm going to try and make 100 tamales. And I'm going to cook them all on one day, but I'm going to prep them the day before. So it'll be a long weekend. Here we go. Hole number 1. All right. Deep breath. Okay, there we go. We're ready. I've got everything. I got all my stuff. And I may make them tomorrow. I may make them this weekend. I'm prepared to do. I've got other stuff that I can do, and I don't have to make them this weekend, but here we go. 33.6. 1.7. That would be 1.5. 2.4 rings. .4 rings. 2.4, right along the red line. Hitting it perfect. And we'll see if I got enough spin on there to get me through the rough. Whoa down, Cat Daddy. Whoa down. Whoa. All right. I think I was actually using a Thor's hammer on that because I get a little bit better ball guide. You can get a little bit better run to the cup. Arrgh. My housekeeper, her mother, and I have made tamales together. It's funny. They're from Guatemala, and my housekeeper. We've known her for 30 years, and friend of the family and stuff. And she's not a cook at all. And in that culture, men aren't really cooks. It's all that's women's work. And in my house, my wife cooks, but it's not something she enjoys doing at all. Which is fine, because I love to cook. Let's see if I can get that to go in the hole. Need to hit it perfect. Oh, that was not perfect. That's probably going to mess. Whew. Boy, I got lucky there. Jeez. We're going to have to scrape by. That's the whole deal today. Is that the whole deal? That's how it's been so far. I'm trying. So this time making tamales, I'm making a red chili filling. I've been working on my chili Colorado recipe, and I got it down. So I'm going to use my chili Colorado recipe as my filler for my tamales. And I just made chili Colorado, but I don't want to use what I made and froze and packaged up already. I don't want to use that, so I'm going to make a whole new batch. I won't have to make as much. I probably have to make like 1.5 gallons, 2 gallons. No messing around. Let's see here. Hole number 2. What are we doing? Okay, I am going to freaking practice this hole because I'm going to practice this hole. Because this shot, I have missed it 3 times in a row. And I've hit 2 of those 3 perfect, and one of them I hit great to the right, and I can understand why I missed the green or missed the fairway on the great to the right, but I don't understand on the perfects. I was doing a -5 at mid, but the -5 doesn't seem like it's enough. It's pushing me forward into the fairway, so I'm going to do... Let's try a +5. 1.05 times 3.1 divided by... Can use a quasar. And I'm gonna switch this up to. I'm gonna switch it up to the rock. Where am I at? There's min. I'm at minimum club. And I'm 1 ring out, so 4.1 times 1.05 divided by 1.3. Is that right? That right? Yes, it is. 3.31 rings. I'm gonna wait and take that shot, and that's what I'm gonna use right there. Now, if I brought out a quarterback, and I'm not sure if I have a bag set up with a quarterback, I may have changed my number 3 bag. With a quarterback, it would put me dead center mid with that ball. Let me see if I do have my number 3 bag's got a quarterback in it. And if I'm using a quarterback, it's the same thing. It's be 1.3 per ring. So it'd be 1.05 times the wind divided by 1.0. 1.3. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. All right, let's see if my opponent can racetrack it up there. And like always, it'll come down and it'll end up being like between 3 and 4 squares away. 2, wow. Well, 3. 2. All right. Did I change that? I did. And 1 ring into the rough. .1, 411. That's problematic. That is problematic. Hmm. 4.11. We'll just throw it up there. We're practicing. If I'm going to have that much problems with that rough, I like that rough bump down there. Did that rough bump before they've changed this course, and I really do like it. Let's see if it rolls down. Now it's still going to break off to the left. I put the left-hand side spin on there and was hoping that it would. Everything wants to feed away from that cup. I hate this hole. I mean, it's not like the deal is these holes are so freaking gimmicky. These are the type of holes that you walk up to it and you throw the ball over your shoulder and you got just as good a chance as you do if you set it all up. That rough bump, I do like it though, but for some reason I'm just having problems with it. So I'm going to do something different. We are in driver there. And I'm going to take my number 4 bag and that quasar. And let's roll. Let's roll. I'm just going to put it up there on the green and we'll go for it. I'm just going to backspin it up on the green and let it roll back down the hill. We'll see if I can get even close. Well, no matter what, it just rolls down there into the thing. That's the thing about these holes is, and they're not, and here's what's funny. This hole is not nearly as racetracky now as it used to be. If you've ever been to Bristol or if you're a race fan, this is super, super tight, super steep. There's Max. There's Min. There's Mid. .3 divided by Mid Thorn or Thor's hammer is 1.8. 1.8. 2.1 rings. 2, 1. Let's have some fun. It'll be better than the zeros that I've gotten the last 3 times I've played it, I can tell you that. Let's see if I could. Still not enough speed. Probably needed to be a little bit more so that it didn't bounce off, so that it could get a little bit of that suck back and pick up a little bit of speed to the cup. Yeah, look at that. I mean, come on. Could you imagine being the greenskeepers and having to mow that? I mean, I've spent a lot of time on a tractor and heavy equipment, and I can tell you that kind of hillside, as steep as that is, that's a scary deal when you're on a piece of equipment. That's the deal. Is they look great in the video game, but if you like, just put yourself in the shoes of the imaginary greenskeeper that has to mow some of these greens with all those moguls on it, and they use the rotary cutter, so they're, you know, like the old style push mowers. You know, they use that type of mower on it, but still, that way it can kind of follow the contour of the course. But some of these courses have so many potholes in them that there's just no way that they could mow them and keep them down and keep that bent grass so that we could putt on it. The poor imaginary greenskeeper. Playdemic probably doesn't even pay them. They probably don't even think about them. They're just like, you guys figure it out. Hole number 3. All right. I'm thinking if I decided how I'm going to play this. I'm going to play it with my number 2 bag, which is traditionally what I've always played it with. And I prefer to play this with a 3 side spin ball. Now, distance-wise, I think we can play it with a katana, but I'm going to play it with a kingmaker. Let's play it with one of those major kingmakers. That'll make it better. That'll be more likely to go in with a major kingmaker. 1.2 times the wind divided by uno. I'm going to do a 20% adjustment on the drive. If I get to the right spot to the cup, well, wherever I'm at for the shot to the cup, I'm going to try plus 10 plus 1, plus 0.1. I was trying several shots to get over to see like what it would take, like what kind of ball I'd have to bring out, or what I'd have to bring out to get to blow through this whole fairway section and get way over there. But I spent a little bit of time trying to work on that shot and didn't really like where it was putting me. I'm at the plus 12 mark. 3.3, 3.96 rings. Here's 396. Max curl. Hitting it perfect. El perfecto. Just walking around now, it's all about distance. Excellent. I think that was 3 topspin. We do not need, let's see here. Let me write that down, 3 topspin. I was at the plus 12 mark. I need to actually make some new notes. My notes got tons of chicken scratches on them. I tried this week. I hit over there just to see what it looked like over there now, and I mean, we do have a shot at it from over there, but there are several things that you can do from over there. If you get in the right spot, there is a rough bump that you can do to the cup. But I kind of like the old way. The original configuration of this hole, that direction right there was the only way you could play it. You could play to the right, but you didn't want to. And where my opponent ended up is perfect. Perfecto. All right. It is 3.8 divided by, where am I at in my club? There's max. There's min. I'm in mid club divided by, so it's going to be 3.8 plus 1. It's 3.9 rings. .9. Hey. Hey. What in the fuck? Playdemic has done something on one of these things, because like trying to grab a hold of the ring set, like I can't get a hold of the ring set. Underpulled it. And I'm not sure if I underpulled it or if I, in those moving it around thing, I was trying to grab the... Now, obviously, I've played this game before, so this isn't my first rodeo here. Now, granted, there's tons of people that have played more games than me, but I probably played, between all of my accounts, maybe 30,000 games, so I'm pretty familiar with how to grab the ring set. And I'm using exactly the same equipment now that I use a stylus, I use a touchscreen tablet. And here, just like in the last week or two, there's times where you just can't, it's like it's so small down there that you just can't get a hold. Like, if you don't touch in the absolute right area, you're not going to grab the ring set. Comment if that's happening to you, because I've never really, I'm occasionally, like maybe over the years, like, you know, I screw up and didn't, but here in the last, like I said, the last week or two, it seems like that's happened to me 3 or 4 times. I actually missed the shot because I couldn't get a hold of the ring set, and then I took one during the qualifying round, I believe in this account, and I couldn't work the wind out, so I just took the shot because I was going to run out of time. I thought I had enough room, and I did, and was able to, you know, still get in and not lose a shot, but it obviously would have been better if I could have worked the wind out. Obviously. Hole number 4. All right, hole number 4. Let's see what our which way's the wind blowing. That's going to determine which, that wind right there. If I bring out a sniper and a big ball, I don't know that I need to use, I think I can just use a Titan here. Yes, I can. Why? Yes, I can. Kingmaker sniper, 1 per ring. Here we go. Here we go. If I can get an opponent, if I can. I've been talking to Dale Appleby today. He's got a pro account to play, and we're thinking that maybe we could hook up tonight, but I think his day's gone as sideways as mine's gone. What we had planned for today is not. This hole is now, I am now remembering what this hole was before. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. I don't know if I can get there with the side spin. Can I? Maybe. And that's epically close. 3.5. 455. Oh, that was the worst side to hit it on. I'm in the sand. Oh! Did I hit that? I'm going to have to go back and watch that. This hole is... I didn't like this hole, and this is one of those tough par 3s that, like, I've made hole-in-ones on the old configuration, but it was one of those holes that it didn't lend itself to just... You'd think that it would, because you could do a nice shot on it and get a roll out at it, but it always seemed like it was... You're always off. You need to do +5. Oh, no. You shouldn't have did any. Oh, no, you needed to do plus 20. Oh, you did plus 20? Oh, no, you needed to do 25. No, you needed to do 15. No, you needed to do 0. It seemed like it's a gopher hole, like the hole kept moving. I'm going to figure that hole out this week. I'm going to actually go. I'm going to, on my own time, I'm going to go in and practice that hole until I can get that hole worked out. We should be able to at least give ourselves a really good shot at hole in one on that. And a 3-side spin ball would definitely work better there, so you wouldn't have to set yourself up in that spot where you're so close in order to get your spin to work. Hole number 5. Hole number 5. Thor's Hammer, Kingmaker, 5 topspin. I know this hole. Now this hole, it is super critical that we get to the right spot so that we can take the shot with the sniper. And which way is the wind blowing here? We got a little bit of headwind, so we really have to get to the right spot. So let me think. Let me see what bags I have. Let's see if I have Thor's Hammer and a Horizon. There we go. Thor's Hammer and a Horizon. Let me see if I wrote my Horizon numbers down here. All right. What is my Horizon? Okay. That club and that ball will work. But a lower wind ball would work a little bit better. Select it and roll. Notes. My notes say 5 topspin. With my lower level account, I was using my extra mile and 4.5 topspin, and was getting out to actually a pretty decent spot. So I may dial that down just a little because I've got more distance with. I think this club actually hits the same as my extra mile 6. Let's do the 5. Three 3.1, 2.2. About 3/4 of a ring into power. Hitting it perfect. What did Dale tell me? Perfect. Couldn't have got any more. I mean, if I can't get the rough bump from that spot, I'm just not going to be able to get it. That is about as close as you can get without getting into the shit. What's funny on this hole, that's what they've done on these holes. They've made them... Have not started yet. He asked me, where are you at? And I said, at home. And he goes, I meant in your gameplay. Laughing my fucking ass off. Have not started yet. All right, let's turn that off. All right, let's get my calculator working here. Hold on a second, Dale. You're screwing me up. You're messing with me, man. Times 2 divided by 2.1. 1.2 rings. Do I have room? I do. 2.1 rings. $2.1 Oh. Arrgh. I would love to see what that shot looks like. Perfect. I came through here the other day. I did a plus 20 and I was just like right off of it, and I upped it to plus 25, but I haven't hit it perfect into the cup since I changed it to see if that's getting me a little closer or if that's an overpull or what the deal is. I like this hole too. This hole is if we could go back, I like to do the retro thing on this where they go, we're going to play the original configuration of it and then come back to here and you could see what the differences are. A lot of the holes as far as direction we're playing the same, but out on the courses are stretched out or they now have recovery areas. Originally, if you didn't put your ball in the right spot, there was no place like that right there where you could bounce off and go over to that. There was nothing but rough. Nice shot. Good game, my man. Good game. I almost felt like I jinxed myself right there. I usually don't like to say good game until I'm done shooting. It's just a short putt. Yeah. I can count on my hands and my toes how many times I've missed short putts like that. Here we go. Let's see. All right. This hole is definitely makeable here. Hole number 6. Let's go look at it. Hey, I don't need to practice. I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take my number 5 bag. I'm gonna keep that ball. I'm gonna just look at it. I wanna, hey. Let's look at it just to make sure that I am thinking of the right hole, and I am, but I want to make sure. This is a very makeable hole. All right. My goal is to try and get out in here, and it's either wedge or like minimum short iron if you can get out to the right spot out there. Hole number 6. I have no numbers written down for what the drive shot is. But it's definitely downhill. Not that that matters in this game. They say it does, but it doesn't matter consistently. I mean, if you went actually out there and measured that area that we're hitting to down there has got to be every bit of, 30 feet below the tee box? I have no pro. I'm going to do 2 rings. That's 3. I'm going to push that back in. Hitting it perfect. Almost felt like I could overshoot that. I did. Ooh! Okay. Let me text him back. I'm on hole 6 and 77. Let's see if he can. Let's see if he can play anything. If not, Ooh, that's in. Nice. Nice shot, my friend. Nice. All right, what am I doing to the cup here? 0 plus 0.1. Where am I at in my club? Where am I? What club am I in? I'm in Rapier. I am in Max Rapier. So it is 3.8 divided by 1.2 is 3.16 plus 1, 3.25. $3.25. There's 1, 2, 3, quarter. Hitting it perfect. In the hole! Woo! Look at that. Look at that. Probably should have did +2. That was close. Close. Perfect. Perfecto. All right. All right. Hole number 7. What is hole number 7? All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Do. Sniper and a katana. Sniper. Any bag with a sniper and any ball that says katana. That ball says katana. That's a katana. Yeah, there we go. There we go. 1, 3 times. Goonie Goo Goo. Goonie Goo Goo, welcome to the channel. Welcome. Show us how it's done. I think I'm in mid-club right here. I believe. Well, if I go down there where my opponent's at, if I'm back in that area, I'm definitely in min. Writing some numbers down on my cheat sheet. My notes, as it were. I made this once this week. I'm not sure if it was a fluke, but it did go right in the hole. $4.5. I am at minimum. Divided by 1.2 is 487. Can I even get to my rings? Hell, baby, maybe. $487. Oh. And for my viewer Mitch, that was 65,000 rings off right there. And it would have been short. Well, it may have been short. It's hard to tell, but if it was on that side, it might have rolled out a little bit more. One ring or 65,000. It usually is 75,000 rings off, but every now and then it does roll out a little. If you use this is my buddy Scooby, if you use the win ring method, I mean, we've all had shots where we've gotten a great and it went in, so we evidently didn't have our wind adjustment right. We got a little lucky. And if you can't be good, be lucky. The force is with me, I'm one with the force. But typically, if you use the win ring method and you don't hit it perfect, it ain't going in the hole. And that's just how that shit works. All right, we definitely need this hole. We definitely need this hole. And what I'm going to do here, we need this hole. And what I was doing was running a lot of these holes. I like to run all my tops in and then pull back, but here I was running out a little bit too fast. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to bring out a bigger ball, just so that we can make sure we have to get this hole. There's just no two ways around it. Let's get in the power deal. There's no two ways. No two ways about it. And I'm going to bring that club right there because it gives me a little bit of ball guide. And with a 5 power ball, it is 1.6 at max. I'm doing a 10% on the drive. 10% times the wind divided by 1.6. And I'm not so... No, it's 1.6 with the power 5 ball. If the wind was higher than 3.2, I should take off 0.1. If it's less than 3.2, it's just whatever it is. Here we go. 3.7. 2.5. .5 rings. We'll see if that's too much. Too much topspin, I mean. There's 2.5. Hitting it perfect. What we want is to just roll out. We don't want to try and get too jiggy with it. That's perfecto. Perfect. No fuss, no muss. I need to come out and practice this hole a few times and actually run the topspin out and hit in that deep rough and see how it runs out. Because typically you can see how much rougher that rough is than the second cut of rough that's in front of it. And typically you hit that and your ball dies. Nice run at it. I would rather be where I'm at and not have had the look at the hole-in-one. Although, from there, that's a pretty makeable shot. One ring great to the left. In the hole! In the hole! Woo! All right, we picked it up. I think this tournament, like, we have 2 holes we have to pick up, and we got to pick up something else. And there are opportunities to pick up shots out there, but I think, you know, in a lot of these rookie accounts, it's going to be, if you shoot a 30, you're in the hunt. But I think there's going to be 32s, 34s up at the top. Not in every bracket, but it just depends on. I have no idea how their tiering works. In my 77 account, or in my 22 account, the top score was 28, and I dropped hole number 2 both times and shot a 26. So, I mean, getting to a 28 is pretty makeable. But in this account, I'm sure it's going to be over 30. All right, hole number 9. Man, let's see which way the wind's blowing. And oh man, that wind doesn't work. That wind doesn't work. Let me think about this hole. I really prefer to play the hole for this shot right here because I like this shot. And on the way that it is right here, I like this shot better than this shot because of this little hump that's on there. But getting to this spot was difficult before. But now it's a little bit more difficult because they put a hump right here, and if you hit that when you come through, before all you had to do was get to the fairway over there, and you were in the clear. There was nothing that was going to stop you. You could catch the fairway and go too far, but like once you got the fairway, you were on the fairway. And the other day in this account, I got over there and hit that area right here, and this is all uphill, and I hit right here, and it rolled up, and then it rolled back and ended up right here in the rough. It's kind of difficult to get over to that spot. This spot right here is much easier. All right, I'm just going to hit it over to the little island. We still got a great shot from there. And I don't think we have to bring out anything special. I think I can do it with just a katana. I think I might be able to do it with a Titan. I'm going to bring a katana because the sight spin on the second shot might be a factor. Oh, no. I don't want to have to take that with a Horizon. Let's rethink that. That's too small. That's too small. All right. The extra mile. See if we can just bounce over to that. What's funny is like they've given you options, like we can hit over to this little island over here. But the other two ways of going at it, they've hampered them. So they're like, hey, we've given you more options on how to play these holes, but we really haven't, because the shot to all the way to the left over there is still there, but it's much harder now because the green's farther back. So if you're playing with a low level ball, you really want to try and play for that island that my opponent's hitting to. And they're using a Quasar, so obviously you can do it with a low power ball. You obviously can. If they're thinking that they can hit that and then roll back, they better hit that rough, because everybody I've seen that's tried to roll back down that hill has gotten caught. That's it. That's it right there. Right there. I've seen a bunch of people try and hit on that hill face and then think it'll roll back down to that fairway area, but it will not. I haven't seen anybody accomplish it. .5 divided by 2.1. 2 rings. Dose. Like, if he makes that shot, that's criminal. We better send the police. That was an ambulance. If I stand out my side yard, I can see the Capitol building, and there's a hospital between us, right down the road, about 5 minutes away. This time of year, all the leaves are falling off. There's one of the mountains. There's only one spot in our yard we can see that mountain for most of the year, but in the wintertime, when all the leaves have fallen off the trees, you can see it from the entire side yard. Mount Adams. I think it's the only volcano, one of those mountains that they've ever done. They have a mining operation that's on the peak at the top of the mountain. It blew its top completely off, so it's got a flat area on the top, and there was, I'm not sure it's still an active operation, but there was a mining operation there. Now, from the other side, I've taken the shot. I did it at 0 plus 0.1, and I made it at least once, I think twice this week. Out just messing around. We'll see if those numbers work on this side as well. There's Max Club. I'm at Max. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, that little freaking hump. .5, and I'm not at max anymore. So I'm going to do 4.6. And then I'm going to hit it. Oh my gosh. I can't even believe that was still on the scale. That was so far to the right. That had to be everything of one ring. And when you don't hit it perfect, it does shit. It could be however, just name a number. That's how many. It could be that off. Didn't even give myself a look at it. I don't like that approach coming over there. It is. I think that other drive going through the middle is. I may come out and practice that a few times just to see, like. It looks, there might actually be a way going through those trees that we didn't have in the past. Let's look at that hole real quick. Because in the past, you really didn't want to involve the trees. If you were coming through this area, you're trying to get into this pocket, you're 2 rings off from this. You can't really use any curl because of these trees, so you need to have a ball that's got at least 3 side spin. You got 2 issues here. Number 1, you need a lot of topspin in order to get over, to clear it. And you don't want to, and with this little hill that's here now, you don't want to just clear it. You really want to kind of get over the top of that hill into this area, so you need lots of topspin. And you can't put any curl on it because you clip these trees. So you need lots of side spin in order to get you around the tree, and you need lots of topspin to go over here where you can't get them both on. I think the most you can get is like 5 side spin and 5 topspin at the same time, and I don't know if 5 topspins, it's pushing the limit. But what I did notice is that we might be able to hit through this tree. And instead of having to try and get it this way, we can go this way so that we could run out all of our topspin, and the side spin's not going to be as important. And it's a little flatter over here. The problem with hitting it in that direction is if you get too far, like the cups here, and we draw that line through the area, you can get too far on this line, and now these trees have come into play, and now you're trying to bring it around to them. And the T-box, the old pin placement was like right here, and now we're way back from it. So if you're hitting over to this side, like I was saying earlier on the hole, if you're hitting over to here, like in one-on-one, and you bring a marlin out, you know, shit, the green was this big and the pin was down here. And so getting up to the pin, you pretty much had the same, you know, great shot at it. But with the pin being up here, if you hit over here with a low power ball, you will have a struggle to get up to the cup. This side is definitely, like this side's in play because if you get caught up down here, you can recover. They put these recovery zones in it. They've made this hole a lot easier by doing this. A lot easier. All right, let's see how we finished. -15. And we'll be in 92nd place. Maybe 80s. 87. Got another 7 and 7 and sand. 7 and 7. See, like they like that number. Of course. Who doesn't like 77? You get 8 more. All right. That was the front. So let's see. I need to replicate that because I really do believe that up at the top, in the tiering that I'm in this account, that you're going to have to shoot a 30 plus in order to have any shot at a win. And shit, you might have to shoot a 30 plus to have any shot at a banner. I'm not sure if a 30 will be enough. We'll see. We'll see. I'll see you there. I'm going to shut this one off, and I'm going to immediately start playing the other one because I need to. It's 7:41, and I still have 3 sides to play. So 8 o'clock, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I gotta get on it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a subscriber. And if you're not, hit the subscribe button. It's free. I'm doing a special today. Anybody who wants to subscribe today, it's free. Normally, it's not. But today, just for you, it is. Hit the like button if you like the video. Ring the bell. Leave a comment. Do all that good stuff. And I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.